Thank you, Honourable Speaker, sir, and I thank the Honourable Wasinimbola for the question. Honourable Speaker, I wish to, from the outset, state that the Fiji First Government have always supported the operations at PAFCO and will continue to do so. We support this government commercial company as it provides employment to the people on the island of Ovalau and Lomaiviti province as a whole. The majority of the 1,000 workers that are employed at PAFCO are women who work the lines to prepare cooked fish to be vacuum packed and sent to Bubble Bee in the US for canning. It is also important to understand the elements that needs to be considered when trying to secure tuna being the raw material for PAFCO. Mr. Speaker, sir, to put things into context, PAFCO has a capacity to process 30,000 metric tons of albacore annually. In 2018, PAFCO was able to process 19,000 metric tons. This production figure is around 63% of PAFCO's capacity, and there is a need to secure around 11,000 metric tons of albacore for PAFCO to reach its full capacity. It is very important to understand that Fiji's current fleet cannot sustain PAFCO's albacore demand. Mr. Speaker, sir, to address this, the Ministry of Fisheries has put out plans to help secure raw materials for PAFCO with the support of line agencies and partners. Mr. Speaker, sir, Fong Chang Formosa, or FCF's acquisition of Bumblebee in January 2020 strengthened the best-in-class sustainability and social responsibility efforts and puts FCF in an advantageous position for sustained growth and leadership throughout the tuna and seafood industry. FCF being one of the three major players in tuna has integrated into the sector, even more so now with the acquisition, which ensured continuity in terms of supply of tuna to PAFCO for processing, and it is in all players' best interest to ensure ample and consistent supply. The Ministry will soon be finalizing the formalization of our partnership with FCF. This is currently being vetted to better understand the legal implications. Honourable Speaker, sir, the bottom line is we need to attract more fishing vessels to come to Fiji and unload more tuna for PAFCO and other value-adding companies. Mr. Speaker, sir, these plans include holding discussions with Pacific Island states that are parties to the Nauru Agreement, in particular with countries that have vast EEZ and have abundant supply of tuna. The Ministry is working closely with these countries to work out some arrangements, and we are also working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in these negotiations. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is an ongoing work being carried out with our bilateral partners who are more advanced and developed when it comes to fishing fleet. Once Fiji gains access to PNA waters, we will need to have a fleet that has capacity to secure raw materials. With ongoing discussions, Honourable Speaker, sir, we are looking to secure per-cent vessels and motherships at the joint venture arrangement with our bilateral partners. This will help us secure tuna from outside Fiji. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the best options the Ministry of Fisheries is working on is the development of multi-purpose fishing port. After clearly assessing the current annual stock and the number of fishing vessels needed to supply raw material, not just to PAFCO but other processing facilities, it has been identified that Fiji needs to attract at least 250 vessels to Fiji to meet the current demand. These vessels do not need to fish in our EZ, but we are trying to attract them to unload their catch in Fiji. Honourable Speaker, sir, the Ministry is currently conducting ongoing discussions with the private sector and the investors to help realize this important initiative. In a nutshell, Honourable Speaker, sir, it is important to understand that the process of securing raw materials for PAFCO is a tough one. For one, the fish that we are looking for to secure is not ours. Through our fishing brokers, FCF, we have been able to secure 19,000 metric tons for our production lines. What we are trying to do now is provide a market and a fleet-friendly environment to help meet the current shortfall in raw materials. Honourable Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Fisheries will continue to work closely with line ministries on this, and we hope to progress this work effectively.
Thank you.